Welcome to Hour of the Week.
Thank
How
you.
you guys
Sir,
doing?
I'm delicious. I'm delicious. How are you feeling?
Well, so they tell you, but you never know, right?
I think I am. I think I am, man. I always walk out with the confidence that, like, today I'm gonna be delicious.
In fact, they say you must have the confidence of a 4-year-old in a Batman T-shirt,
True.
because
Nice.
that child believes today I am changing everything.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Hunters Foster the Sound, it was an incredible project. I think Treso started that project. How were you involved in Foster the Sound?
Yeah, Trezor reached out to us
Yeah,
to try and get us like to be a part of it
sure.
so that we could like help build artists that are also like trying to emerge into the global scene, to the public. So yeah, and I think I just took my time as well, and I thought this is something I would like do on a normal day, you know. So I then became a part of it, and yeah,
Why did you agree? I mean, there's a million things you could have been doing, and you chose to
Yeah.
be a part of a project that, aims to empower young artists, up and coming artists, artists that need a break, even.
yeah. I think more than anything, I'm always like looking for new artists to try and like break.
Yeah,
All of my actually all of my hit songs are with artists that weren't like that were nobodies, that I just like heard from the internet, and I reached out and then called them through to the studio, then made a song, and then it became like the best song.
sure.
So I've always been about like being the messenger from. I believe that I'm a messenger from God.
Sure.
I'm here to take you from one place to another place, and the rest is up to you, you know. I can only help you to a certain extent. So I'm always like trying to help people.
Yeah.
So I think that's what made me like decide to be like, okay, let me do it. Let me do it.
So your role was as a mentor,
Yeah.
and Chipego is the ultimate finalist from the project.
Yeah.
But I always argue that a mentorship for me doesn't make sense if you can't learn from the person you're mentoring.
Yeah. True.
Because I believe there's bigger magic in feeding off each other and learning from one another.
Yeah.
So, for instance, personally for me, I've never mentored anyone I can't learn from, because then it's just a one-way relationship.
Yeah.
What would you say you learned from her?
From her.
Yeah.
Vibes, man. Confidence.
Dude, it's cold. She walked in a t-shirt. What are you doing? I had to go buy her a jacket.
That's true.
Like,
That
what are you
happened.
doing?
That's insane. Crazy thing I told him, like, aren't you feeling cold with the heels? I would have worn some sweatpants if I was a woman.
You're like a Checkers 60/60 motorcycle rider. You ride through anything, man.
Listen, I'm very
Listen,
committed.
The confidence is also too much.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't have it, but it's like seeing somebody who's not as established
Sure.
having so much confidence, like, it just also like gave me that thing, like, yo, there's really so much, you
Sure.
know.
Now, you were part of the masterclass, though.
Yeah.
And what happened at this masterclass? Because
So
obviously at a masterclass, you are sharing stuff maybe even the public wouldn't know about your journey,
true.
because it's a masterclass.
Yeah. You have to be honest
Yeah.
about the journey. And how it all happened is that they had like the top 10 finalists.
Sure.
And then they came through to perform, and we were meant to give them feedback
Sure.
on what we think, what they could change, what they could do to become better, and all of that. And out of everybody, I just liked her energy, her vibe,
Sure.
stage presence. You know, for me more than anything, I think an artist, you can be such a good studio artist, but if you can't like really like give us like a dope performance, I feel like it's kind of like pointless. Why? Because you can't create like you don't have a platform to make people connect with your music.
Yes, sir.
You know, so yeah. So with her, I just felt like, damn, I don't know this song, but I love this song now. Kind of.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome one of the biggest exports out of Zambia since copper, Kapenta, Nishima. What else comes out of Zambia?
Those are the main ones.
Absolutely. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Chipego. What does that mean?
It means gift.
Ah.
Yes, it means gift in my father's
Oh,
language.
so like Chipiwa.
Yes.
Wow. You see, our languages are very, very
Very
related.
close.
Yeah, Chipego, Chipo, Mpo.
Chipo, Mpo, Chipiwa.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So, Chipego 101. Who are you? Where are you from? Like in 30 seconds, you're in an elevator, record company exec. Sell yourself in 30 seconds.
Born in Zambia, raised in South Africa. Being African influences everything that I do, especially music. And I just have a lot of stories to tell from the experiences that I have been able to witness,
Yeah.
my family, how I've grown up, how they've grown up. And I just travel with that. Yeah.
So why did you feel being a part of this Hunters project is something that your career needed?
I think as an artist, you never stop learning as a human being in general.
Yeah.
And so just seeing the names that have been able to come together with this project, it's like a once in a lifetime opportunity to get insight from someone like Musa Keys, Jacquel. Yeah, it was a no-brainer. I was like, I definitely could use some of that source. Yeah. Yeah.
Musa, seeing that she's on a new trajectory, we hope, as you know, as a result of the Jacquel house, what's the one thing you'd advise her that you wish you'd been told about this industry?
I think there's a lot, man.
Yeah.
I think if anything, just have like a strong heart.
Sure.
I think there's just so many things that I can tell a person to avoid or to be aware of and whatsoever, but either way it's still gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's part of the business. It's part of the system now, you know. So if anything, you just need to have like a very strong and firm heart. Music business is not about your feelings.
Yeah.
Your music is.
Sure. So focus on the music.
Focus on taking out your feelings on your music.
Yeah.
And in your business, don't put your feelings.
Sure.
Stay strong, because it's pretty crazy out here.
So Chipego, there's 10 of you,
Right?
and obviously you are the one. Who did you think was going to take it?
Well, the other guy who was also chosen,
Yeah.
Halo,
Sure.
he went up first. He had a keyboard pianist accompaniment. So when he got on stage, I was like, okay, yeah, that's the one there.
Okay.
I just liked how soulful he was. And yeah, so I kind of predicted that a bit. That's where my mind went.
Sure. Were you intimidated by the whole piano thing? Like a piano.
A piano. I
It's so
say,
crazy
yeah.
because artists, sometimes you will get intimidated by things like that. You get on
Yeah.
stage,
The
you have
props.
it,
Like,
you have
maybe
a
I should have
two-piece
had-
band.
It's like how
Someone
this
just
guy-
got off with
This guy's a
18
fashion
people.
show while he's singing.
real.
What chance do I have?
Yeah, he pulled out
Yeah.
all the stops. So it was like, yeah.
Biggest learnings from this project for Chipego?
I think biggest learnings, it will always pay off to be yourself. I think that's the biggest thing I've learned.
Yeah.
And that's what I aim to do, especially with my performance. I had a lot of songs that I could have sung or performed,
Sure.
but I just wanted something that spoke to my essence.
Okay.
And
What is your essence?
it's more of a feeling, more than what I can describe
Okay.
in words. But it's a grounded energy. And I just, when I sing, I don't sing alone. That's what it feels like.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
So I wanted.
What do you sing about?
What do I sing about? I sing
Yes.
about.
That taps into your core, your essence, and has you feel like you're not alone.
Sometimes I think I sing for the memories and moments that my mother and my grandmother never got to experience.
Oh.
I really tap into that.
Yeah.
I sing about love as well,
Yeah.
and the stresses and journeys that it has taken me on. And just
So you're
also,
the Black Adele. When you go through something, it's a song.
It's gotta come out somewhere.
That's so true.
I think so. Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's a dope way of expressing, you know?
Sure.
Like being able to, instead of like bottling it up,
Have an outlet.
have an outlet.
Sure. In fact, it's Male Mental Health Month this month.
Yeah.
How do you protect your mental health, Musa?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I think I'm very casual about a lot of things
Sure.
for the sake of my peace.
Okay, so you don't sweat the BS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I believe so much in that things will always happen, you know. Like sometimes my mom would tell me, no, but this didn't happen. I'm like, maybe it's part of my story, you know.
Sure.
Maybe I was meant to go through that
Yeah.
phase. Maybe I was meant to go to fight with that person
So
or
was she
whatsoever.
upset about you not winning the Grammy?
Yeah, she
Sounds like
was.
she was very upset.
She was, you know. But for me, it's like, I told him, like, that just means someone else did a better song. Unfortunately.
Or was it a better song? It just appealed more to the panel.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it a better song.
It
It's
ticked
art.
more boxes than
You know what I mean?
yeah, and that means I have to just find different ways to make it to that point, you know. So I'm pretty casual about a lot, man. If I am hurt, I allow myself to also feel it. Like if slow music makes me
Sure.
tap into my essence, I'm gonna bump the hell out of slow music. Everywhere I go, I'll be listening to slow. I want to feel that and have like a better understanding of where I'm at, you know.
Because what I found is the less you sweat the small stuff, the more at peace you are.
Yeah.
The less you think about the things you're not in control of, the more at peace you are.
Yeah.
And often we spend so much time arguing with ourselves about things we're not even in control of.
Yeah. And I think this is what I came to a realization
Yeah.
of, like, damn, man, there's nothing much I can change from certain things.
Sure.
You know, like, even if I'm hurt or something, if a girl broke my heart, she decided to leave. I can't force her to love me.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
know, because at the end of the day, I'm only damaging myself by expecting so much. Oh, also managing my expectations.
Sure.
I think that's also part of my top stuff, because damn, man, I feel like a lot of people expect a lot,
Sure.
and that just expecting just breaks a lot of things, you know.
Yeah.
You find yourself mad for the wrong reasons.
I was in Spain this past weekend, and there's a picture of mine that I posted, and people are like, is he coming out? That's such a gay picture. But
We in the same WhatsApp group now.
I'm raising this because I know you deal with a lot of that also.
Yeah.
Where people question your sexuality.
Yeah.
But because, quite frankly, I don't care what your opinion of me is.
Yeah.
Because your opinion of me is your problem, not mine.
Yeah.
I don't even sweat it. I remember a friend of mine is like, why don't you delete the picture? I was like, delete it and then what?
Yeah.
It's my
Then
picture.
it makes
I
you
like
even
it.
feel like,
I
damn.
posted it. And what is the problem?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
their problem, literally.
It's their problem. And one thing, I feel like people will always have an opinion, man.
Sure.
Whether you're doing the dopest things or the worst, people will always have an opinion.
Sure.
And we live in such a very cruel social media world where someone can love you today and tomorrow they can act like they didn't say what they said about you yesterday.
Or they feel like they own you. Therefore, they can speak to you the way they want.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that also gives me peace
Yeah.
is being able to know that I don't owe anybody anything.
Dude,
Like,
absolutely.
whether I wear something that makes you feel like I'm gay, cool. That's
Yeah.
for you. I
That's
feel
for
like
you.
a fashion icon at that point.
If it tickles your balls, I'm happy for you. Don't make it my problem. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I mean,
Yeah.
if I wake up tomorrow and decide I'm going to wear a dress,
Yeah.
I will wear a dress because I want to.
Exactly.
Why is it your business? Why is it your problem?
Yeah.
Chipego, we're actually doing this deliberately so that if you want to leave the industry, leave now.
Oh, okay, so I know what's up.
because it also being in the industry does get to a point where people are constantly just trying to get to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's somebody's what can I call it, motive.
That's the goal for the day.
Yeah, to be like, oh, you replied to my first rude comment, I'm gonna go with you just so that I can
Yeah.
show my friends that I'm actually commenting,
Yes.
going back and forth with this guy, you know. And at the end of the day, it ends up killing your mental because you're so frustrated about this fan is not liking this, and
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, man.
Chipego, how do you protect your mental health?
I think I'm a very radical person when it comes to protecting my mind, because I know that the mind is a very powerful
Sure.
thing. So I don't mind unplugging. I don't mind finding ways to ground myself. You know, the usual meditations. I like my routines. Music is almost like the polar opposite of my personality in that it's, you know, it's an extroverted activity I'm expressing, but naturally I think I'm a very grounded, calm person, and so I just maintain that equilibrium. But then also at the same time, life gets to you, things happen, and I make it a point not to keep things in
Sure.
and not to shame myself for how I react to certain things or how I handle certain experiences. Yeah, just give myself a lot of grace
Sure.
when I see other sides of myself, which I eventually will.
Is the Chipego we hear on the songs, see on stage, the same as the one we'd find watching a show on TV? Or do you have a Sasha Fias that comes out? And does she have a name?
There's no name. It's still me.
Okay.
It's just me with the music on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I'm always gonna
Sure.
do what needs to be done.
Where do we find your music? Where do we support your career?
Where do you find your music? My
Yeah.
music, Chipego, is on all the social media platforms,
Okay.
Spotify, Apple Music. I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, and yeah, soon I'll be dropping some new stuff
Okay.
because I haven't put out new projects in a while. So
So to anyone that missed the Hunters and Jacquel Culture House boat this time, how would you advise that person about the next boat? There will be another boat, right? Okay, there'll be another boat.
Yeah.
don't put out your best work.
Sure.
I think just put out your best work.
Yeah, don't save it for later.
Yeah, don't save it for later. Do it now.
Yeah.
Take it as a true performance. Be cognizant of the fact that, and not necessarily that people are judging you, but they are also going to take in your music. So
Sure.
do the song that you love to listen to, you
Yeah.
love to perform. I think that's the best you can do.
An athlete friend of mine used to always tell me that even at qualifications, he will try and go for the record
Yeah.
because that might be his only race for the rest of the year.
See, that makes
So
sense.
never hold back what you feel is your best work.
Yeah.
Because let me save this for the second album or for later. Give them your best work now. You only get one shot.
Yeah.
And a lot of us waste that one shot by not taking it anyway.
No, that's true. That makes sense to me.
Where do we find you on social media?
Chipego _ Instagram, TikTok.
Everything. I want to know everything.
Yeah, I think
if you
I'm
send
on-
smoke
Spell it out
signals,
as
where do you
well.
find smoke signals?
Just find a CHI and then
Yeah.
you'll find me. Yeah, everywhere, I think.
Great stuff. But listen, congratulations on going all the way in the Jacquel Culture House. with
Thank you so
Hunters.
much.
We're proud of you. We will continue to support you. And hopefully your mentor, Musa Keys, did a good job.
Oh, definitely.
And my dude,
Yeah.
my man, you're Michael Jackson, man. I don't think this is wild.
Shout out,
Michael
brother.
Jackson didn't die, dog.
He's alive. He's living through me.
Michael Jackson just
Many ways.
heed to Limpopo. And you appeared, my dog.
Hey, man.
Yeah, what are you working on right now? What's next?
I got a new project coming up.
Yeah.
Bad Boy Tale. It's a whole character as well. I've changed my hair. I've changed
sir.
quite a lot. I've changed how I sound in the music as well. The music sounds different, so it's also like a new thing that I'm tapping into. It's like
Sure.
something pretty uncomfortable.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think that's what I'm working on. I'm working on also like merch. It's just like a whole.
How big
whole
is
package.
your wardrobe? Because your fashion sense is so dope, but I rarely ever see you repeat stuff also. How big is your wardrobe?
I need to get a new house.
Okay, so you need a house just for the clothes.
I need a new house right now, just so I can have proper space in the house.
Dude, the kind of success I wish for you is such that you need a golf cart to go to the house with the wardrobe. So you can just go get dressed and then golf cart back to the main house That's the kind of success I curse you with, my dog.
No, thank you. So I receive
Receive
it
it.
in every way
You kick
and
so much
format.
ass, and you deserve all the success. So
Thank you
please
so
continue
much.
kicking ass, dog.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Man.
And shout out for agreeing to be part of Jacquel Culture House and Hunters.
Yeah. Anytime.
Shout out.
Anytime to better the industry, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Musa Keys and Chipego.